Rahubat. All right, who was that first spiritual experience they'd like to share with the rest of us? Aaron.
I have.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
Today I was up meditating super early, about 5 something this a.m. Got outside, was feeling great, seen a couple crafts and stuff, and I had something to take care of this a.m. And this white guy came up and was standing next to me, and I looked over and I was like, damn, he was a reptile, and I was just so done with that, so I had to just, I wasn't trying to talk to him, I just side-eyed him and, just had to keep it moving. It was just crazy.
I follow you. For example, I had a student disciple in New York, and he was a cool little guy. I liked him. He made incense at home for a living. He made quite a bit. He used to send me incense, and I used to give them to you all in your packages. But he was really, like some people vibrate and are more conscious than others. He had a fast frequency about him. His third eye was open, and so he used to be on the transit, like the subway and what have you. And he said one time he looked over across the aisle there and he saw 2 reptiles. They, in other words, he could see them. They uncloaked. He could see them in their natural form. And so he said what he did is he pulled his glasses down and take a double take, his sunglasses. And then I said, you shouldn't do it. He said, I just wanted to let them know that I could see them. I said, no, son. That's not the thing, because they're intelligent, and it frightens them to be exposed like that, and that's a danger. They're intelligent, and he kept doing things like that, and so last time I heard from him, he was talking to me on the cell phone across the busy street in New York, and he said, them same 2, they're coming toward me right now, and I was trying to tell him what to do, how to avoid them, and what have you, but the phone went up. I never heard from him since. That's been years ago. Never again. You see, that's tantamount to, you walking down New York Street in the night, and there's, like I said, a black alley, and you pass by it, and you look in there when you pass in the alley, and you see 3 cats in there, and they done mugged and killed an old lady, and they rifling through her purse getting the money, and she's dead. But they don't know you passed by, but out of curiosity, you turn back around, run back to the alley and take a double take, but this time they see you. You don't need to pass words, just the eye contact will tell you that you messed up. Because you understand all your questions are answered, because if you wondering what they'll do to you, look at the old lady. And if you're wondering if they intend to let you go, so you can be eyewitness to murder, you answer your own question. So the best thing to do is not let them know that you see them.
Well,
right?
I didn't let him know.
That's right.
I let him know, and like I said, I made sure, as soon as, like I said, and I just, kept my face down in my phone, and then he had an accent too, so I know he wasn't from this country either.
Yeah, I understand. You did right. You did what I do. I asked him one thing. Mentu Hotep, one of the triad of Amun-Rayay, shapeshifted in my bedroom one time into a big black alligator with red eyes. And I walked outside and stood on the porch in the daylight and was staring at the sky, and pretty soon he ambled on out to me and stood on my right side. And I looked down at him, and he was quiet, and he looked up at me. I didn't say nothing. We were both standing at there, and then pretty soon he broke the silence with, what did you see? And I responded real quick. I didn't see nothing. What was I supposed to see? Right? That's right. I didn't see nothing. That's right. Nigga, you know what I saw. You know what I mean? Right. You just look back and see if I'm looking back, see if you looking back, see if I'm looking. That's what you're trying to do. All right. Thank you. Who has that next spiritual experience? Go ahead.
The person who's seen the reptile or the being, only certain people can see him, and certain people can't see him. Is that how it works?
That's right. You see, we all have a pineal gland. but it's like the barotheric gland. Even if it's reinserted, it's not activated in a lot of people. See, everybody is born into the physical plane with an active barotheric gland, about the size of a grape, and it's real moist. But as time passes and you learn to assimilate yourself into physical society, it starts to calcify and shrink. So it gets down like a little hard raisin, like, and your third eye is closed. You know, like when you used to be around little babies and they start grinning and looking at things you can't see and like they communicate with something. Kind of like a dog that's barking in an empty corner, hair raised up on his back and raising hell. That dog ain't tripping. He sees something you can't see. That baby ain't tripping. That baby laughing and communicating with angels, man. You understand?
I hear you. So the person that sees the reptile, other
just
people
like
seem like
see
the regular.
Angels, the same thing. Like the people that see the crabs and see the stars move. Yeah, the same thing.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is the guy was sitting on a train in front of you with the incense, sitting on a train, and he said he's seen two reptilians sitting across from him on a train.
Right.
Now, when the other people on the train see him, they just notice them as regular human beings.
They don't see the shift.
Okay.
See, the people that's in alignment to make the shift, they can see the shift. You follow me? Inadvertently, not all the time, but it fades in and out. It's like I went to Millersville Courthouse when Malachi had his trial on the second floor, and I contacted all the radio stations and I had about 3,000 people there to show support. I wanted them to know he wasn't alone. So I went up on the second floor, and Rochelle and all them people was out there, and they had a guard on the door, but I had permission to go in, and Rochelle was saying, Oscar, would you let us go in first? And I looked at it, I said, no, And I walked in, and I was the only one in the big old courtroom. But something pressed me toward those swinging gates right there, the wooden gates that go into the part where the judge and all them at. So I walked up them two gates and was standing at that back door for some reason. And then the back door just busted open. And it was Malachi. In that dark blue suit y'all saw him in the newspaper in. And he walked up real fast to me, right to me, and looked straight up. He was like looking right up into my eyes, and I was looking down into his. He was gritting his teeth, and you could see the veins inside of his forehead. You know, moving, he doing like that, real intense. But the main thing was, I looked in his eyes, man, it was jet black. No white nowhere. Just black holes, like looking into the universe, like Astro Boo Baby said he saw. The same thing, except I saw it in Malachi's body. His eyes was all black. And we just stood there locked in time. And then when he finally broke away, Sheriff Seals and them came in. Now, the question is, how did they let him walk in there by himself? He's a prisoner. He could have walked right through the gates and walked. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, when he turned around and walked away from me, all of a sudden I heard all the noise in the court. Now, empty court was then filled up. Every seat was filled. And people was just talking like bees, just talking like everything. You know, and I turned around, there wasn't no seat for me to sit down, and anything else was disrespectful, you know. So I didn't even fool with that. I just walked down the aisle there and got to the wall, and I slid down the wall and was sitting on the carpet in my suit just sweating. I was staring at Malachi. He had sit down. He was still doing his teeth with the veins in his temple, you know, and Kathy and Waukee and them was over there with him. You know, I was just staring at him. I couldn't figure out what happened. And then when they finally had recess, I went to the bathroom, and Dr. Bright was in there. He's a gynecologist. We were standing by the urinals, and then he got at that time, a beep or whatever you call it. And he said, I got to go make a delivery, a birth. He said, so I want you to go take my seat next to Dr. Kimbrough, Robert Kimbrough, you know, before them youngsters get it. And I said, okay, so when he ran off to go get that emergency call to deliver that baby, I went to the seat and sit next to Dr. Kimbrough, and he started asking me stuff about, since I was the one appointed to go see the Empress Viriachi of the Washita, he wanted me to talk to her because she owned the whole Louisiana Purchase from the Gulf of Mexico to the Canadian border. He wanted to see how we could get computers in, import them duty-free without taxing anything. He was talking about all the millions we could make, we could do this, that, and this. But my mind wasn't on that. I was standing at Malachi, and then something kept telling me to turn around. I didn't want to. I had seen enough that day to last me for a lifetime. But I gave and I turned around, and on the other side of that swing gate, there was Sheriff Sills at his desk, and he had turned his head all the way around like the exit, like rigging in the exit, like he couldn't turn it around that far. And I'd be goddamn, his eyes was jet black, just like Malachi's, same jet black holes, identical. And I said, what? I was talking, and Kimbrough said, Dr. Kimbrough said, what's going on? And I was talking like a duck. I couldn't even make my words clear. I couldn't even talk straight. I thought, that's him. You tell me what the hell is going on. And why am I the only one can see this? Y'all all up in this bright lit up courthouse. Y'all can't see this going on here? No, sister, that's my answer. Brother, I mean, they can't see it. You hear me? That was for me. And Malachi used to call me, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. He had called me from Colorado lockup that day and was talking real fast like he always do, giving me instructions about what he need me to do, this, that, and the other. And Khadijah, mother of 3 of my children, she kept saying to me, why don't you ask him what that was about? Because time I went through an experience like that around him, I didn't never say nothing. So this time, when he paused for me, I said, man, what was that? What was that in the courtroom when you walked up to me and I looked down your eyes, there was jet black holes like that. And you said, you were supposed to see that. And then went to talking to you about all the other stuff. I was like, wait a minute. No. That's not good. I mean, what was that about? You understand what I mean? And he said, well, the people that live in Georgia, I'm going to rewrite the Holy Tablets, and you're going to have a lot to do with that. And so I was saying that's still not, and I tried to throw this in, and now, when I first asked him that, he was on the phone there, and when I asked him about them black eyes, he started crinkling up a lot of paper intensely. I could hear it. And he dropped the phone, man. He dropped the phone. And hit against the penitentiary wall. He dropped the phone, then he picked it up again. And then I said, yeah, but when I sat down next to Dr. Kimbrough, I saw Sheriff Sills' eyes, and it looked exactly like yours. And he said the craziest thing to me. He said, Sheriff Sills, he's sure enough a reptilian. And I was thinking, if his eyes just like yours, what? I don't, I'm just saying, man, you say a lot of stuff. Like when he was at the Athens ball, and you said, you Nawabians in here are those fallen angels. He'll bust out and say something right quick. Because when I asked him about his black eyes, I remember now when you said, didn't you know I was a gray? I said, no, I didn't. No, I didn't have I didn't know you was a gray. But my point is, when you open like that, you can experience and see things that other people right in the same proximity as you can't experience to see. Right. You follow me?
I hear you.
Yeah. Just like I get worried, because you got a good soul, and I want you to have patience with me when I be trying to call you to get you to move these stars and see that happening. You understand? Like tonight. Please don't dismiss yourself, okay?
Okay.
You just logic it out, Terry, like this. Sometimes we have 40, 50 people on the class, and they all seeing it happen, and they all doing it. You think they all confused or crazy? It's happening. You understand what I mean? So you got to ask yourself, why can't you see it? Why can't you do it?
That's right.
That's right. And it's something that can be fixed. There's a lot of people here right now that didn't see it at first and couldn't do it at first, but now they can see it and do it. You follow me?
I hear you.
That's right. Okay, next question. I mean, the next spiritual experience, if anybody has one. Kenny Henry, way back when, are you here yet? Eric in Cleveland, Ohio. Either one of y'all here? Okay, Jared. Who's got some spiritual experience they want to share with everybody? Har Matthews, are you here?
I'm here. I'm on Rahubat.
Hey, Rahubat, how you doing there in Michigan?
Chilling.
All right. Hey, I know you really chilling. In other words, the temperature done dropped too, huh?
It's in the 50s.
Okay, that's not too bad. In fact, that's very unusual for this time of year. But to you, Terry, and Louisiana, lazy, bon temps roulé. Comme on parle vous, monsieur Terry, you know. But let me say this. Yeah, let me say this about this this place that we at when you go through the NGO. Looking at the Middle East and the events that are jumping off over there, a lot of you all went through the school with Malachi and read a lot of his books and heard his khutbahs or lectures. You know that he was telling you about Armageddon, what happened in the Middle East, and it would be around, you know, the valley of Megiddo. And around the Jordan River. And it's in the Bible, too. It tells you that the Jordan River would be dried up, just like it was for the children of Israel, like when they went across it, when the Amorites were chasing them to kill them, and Jordan River dried up before the children of Israel, just like the Reed Sea, not Red Sea, for the children of Israel when Moses took them out of Egypt. And the Amorites was chasing them, and the river dried up, and they walked across it. And then when they got on across the other side, the river closed back in with water, and that's where the white man lost his soul at. That made the Espiritos, that made their spirit, their soul leave them when they saw that. You know, because all the doubts they had about the Creator being real, that in front of their eyes like that took them for a ride. They were shocked like me in the court with Malachi. You understand? But yeah, that Jordan River, when it dries up, all them frogs come up out of it, and then you're going to see a 200 million man army coming across. And it's in the Bible, you know, John was trying to describe it back over 2,000 years ago, and he said it was giant scorpions with fire coming out there. He was talking about tanks. And the 200 million man army are Chinese. That's the Chinese. Now, if you've been paying attention to the news, you know the Chinese are involved over there and influencing that war, just like the Russians are, because they try to get back to the United States for interfering in Ukraine and Taiwan when they trying to annex those countries and take those people's democracy. So they trying to stand up for Hamas, even though Hamas kidnapped and killed some Russians. I don't even say they killed them, but the Israelites killed them when they shoot missiles over there and what they call them a war. But anyway, the Chinese and Russians are giving weapons and what have you to Iran and Syria and Hezbollah, you know what I mean, and Hamas and all those different people that the United States calls terrorists, but everybody knows the United States is the great Satan, right? And this is being revealed right now. So what I'm telling you right now is that Armageddon is being televised. So watch it. But let me say this, that the cabal, Leviathan, the big evil beast, that's what you're talking about, Kim. Leviathan is the cabal. All the dark forces, their time has come. They're being vanquished, destroyed. You all just go to your computer and you can look at diminishing births in Europe. And I'd like for Keith Amun. Somebody was saying that somebody using the name Amun-Rayay. You know you're not supposed to do that. Rayay, to try to confuse people like you're the Messiah. That's not good. Just Keith Amun Could you explain to them, describe to them what you told me about what was happening in Italy over there on October 23rd?
Yes, last month, Italy made it in the Guinness Book of World Records past China for non-births. For 3 months, they had no births in the whole country of Italy.
Did you hear what she said? Just look up October 23rd, Italy. 27th? October 27th. Okay, Italy for over 30 days over 30 days wasn't one baby born in Italy.
No,
in the whole country.
3 months. Wow. 3 months.
3 months.
Not 30 days, 3 months.
3 months? Yeah, that's a long time. Not to have one baby. You hear me?
Wow.
So y'all can see that white people going the same way as the dinosaurs. Their time is up. You can feel the side effects of it right now politically in the United States. That's why they're doing so much gerrymandering. You know, how they reshaping the maps. I know Min Carray in Mississippi, you know what I'm talking about. He keep his finger on the pulse of this political thing. They gerrymander a lot, especially in Mississippi. They rearranged the map so that, you know, like one white vote is worth 3 black votes. You know what I mean? They're trying to just cancel out your vote and block you off from the right to vote. And you don't have no real federal right to vote anyway because none of you are recognized as American citizens in the Constitution. But my point is, the reason they get so desperate about this and January 6th and doing all trying to overthrow, because they know they can't win no more elections because they came up with this majority rules. Please mute your phone. And all majority is superiority mathematically. You see? But when they was in the majority not too long ago in the United States, white people were in the majority. But now they're in the minority. Because minorities outnumber them. You know, Mexicans and blacks and all these Asians and what have you, we outnumber them. So you see, that's why they keep losing election after election. They keep going out to finally saying they're gonna block abortions, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do. But when people go to the polls, they find out the same thing again. It ain't enough white devils to win the election. So they're starting to cheat. They're moving the goalposts. You understand? Out of desperation. But y'all better take them seriously and get serious about focusing on this mission. Because if you think this is a joke, it's not. They're trying to put Donald Trump in there as a quasi-dictator, just like Hitler, except that you all are the new Jews. And Auschwitz and all them camps over there, that's FEMA. And it's already set up. You know, you can look up FEMA on YouTube and see all them 2-story bullet trains, silver trains, got 2 floors with the ankle shackles and the handcuffs already welded inside of them. Look like big cattle cars. They call them bullet trains. And that's for you all. Just stack y'all up in there like cattle and take y'all off to them camps, them death camps. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. But let me get up off that and see who else got a spiritual experience or another question.
I had a question for us, please.
Okay, Terry.
That's what I asked you. We said a minute ago about they lost their souls. You said when they walked across the water or the dry land.
Of Israel, when they saw the blacks walk across the dried up Jordan River in front of them, and then when they tried to follow them, the river filled back in. And they knew that was the hand of God. That took, made them white, but it took their spirit. The Esperinos went out of them.
Right. So what I was trying to figure out was after a person lose their soul, what happens to their soul or spirit after a person passed away? That's what I'm trying to find out.
They just disengaged. They don't have it anymore. You follow me? In other words, let me explain. When a white woman is pregnant, right? When she gets to the 6th month, when she gets to the 6th month, instead of a soul being activated, she have a Korangani inside of her, what you call a fairy light. Fairy tales, fairy stories, a fairy light, a jinn inside of her that inhabits her baby, where their souls inhabit our children. You follow me? Just look up Korangani. Korangani. You'll find it. So the child is not empty. They do have a spirit, because everybody has a spirit. Even animals have a spirit. You can have a spirited horse. But what I mean is they don't have a soul. That component of humanity gives you the ability to have compassion on others. That's why Jeffrey Dahmer can eat people. They can drop bombs on people, burn people. They can enslave. They can do. Don't you wonder why they can do all these cold-blooded things? And sit down and eat dinner like pasta, potatoes, Nancy. It's like stiff and no. The devil. It's a reptile.
Right.
If you ever lock eyes with one, you'll know it. You'll feel it. It's a cold, steely stare. Now, what's funny is their face can be making all kind of expressions. They can frown and smile and do all, but the eyes don't never. They be exactly the same. The eyes don't change. Just a cold. It's a reptilian stare. You understand?
Right.
Yeah.
So where the spirit go then after a person passed away?
Well, it just goes back to the source. The soul does. It goes back to the source from which it came.
The spirit.
Yeah, the soul. The espirito stays with them, because that's the animating force inside of you. If you don't have spirit, you don't have animation. You don't have the physical form won't have no life.
Oh,
Come on.
Yes.
So the spirit goes back to the soul.
Like you trying to put what? No, the soul goes back.
What about the spirit?
It's there inside of him. It's the self-aggregating part of the physical form with which it is animated. It gives it life. If the spirit is gone, there's no light or life in the body. What I'm saying about their light is that it's a Korangani. You know what I mean? It's a fairy light. It's an evil light. But there are some white people. You see, you got good and evil in every species. There's some white people that are going to be able to go to heaven. For example, a white man is 5 ether, pentagram 5, but the white woman is 6 ether. So if she gets with a black man, a Nubian man, and they have sex repeatedly, he can ignite her soul, like Tina Marie and what's called James. You know, remember when she sung "I've Been Here Before"? Rick James.
Yeah, Tina Marie and Rick James and Tina Marie, right?
Yeah, you know, he sparked Tina Marie, and she was singing like a sister.
Mm-hmm.
But a sister being with a white man can't do that, because the white man is 5 ether.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't reach him. You can't reach him like that. But how we this getting kind of, well, you know, it's y'all's class. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I thought it would happen to the spirit after the person passed away.
It goes. The soul, Terry, goes back to the source. Oh, you mean the spirit when it
went up to the spirit.
It goes to hell.
So the spirit, everybody who passed spirit goes to hell?
No, not everybody. Only those, not the ascendant beings. The ones that make the shift don't go to hell.
Okay.
And they don't even experience death. Because they will be with a light worker, a Messiah that's going to teach them the truth about existence and remove from them the fears of death. Are you following me?
I got you.
Because they know they're not that body. They're not that situation. They only watch that happen from above, that they're a spiritual being, have a physical experience. This is the illusion.
Right. I got you.
But
you.
The indwelling spirit is the real them. They know that. And that's the part of them that belongs to the Creator, the Most High. And as such, it's immortal and it has no beginning or end. So, of course, death is an illusion.
Right, I got you now.
But those beings that think that the physical body is really them, and they don't have no inner vision, inner hearing, or inner heart, you know what I mean? Death is a reality to them because they think they're physical. So they be scared to death about dying, you understand?
Right.
Because they think it's some kind of dreadful end to them or something, you know?
Right.
It's a rebirth to the righteous, a graduation. Because they're ascending in planes, tap, tack, plane after plane, they ascend, okay?
Right.
We change bodies like people on Earth change clothes seasonally, like in the winter, spring and fall, summer. We change wardrobe. That's the way we do with our bodies. Okay? Like Tina Marie said, Terry, you've been here before. Many times.
Right.
You hear me? With a different suit on, a different outfit. But the vast majority of people believe they're a physical body, and that's what they are. So they see things with their physical eyes. So they're restricted. They're restricted in their existence. They believe the walls that they in a room that the walls got them, and they locked inside the walls, and they trapped inside the time. They locked in the box, and they don't realize that they have a mind, a third eye, and this, that, and the other inner being. So if they don't turn themselves inside out in their perspective of what they are through walking with the Messiah, then they can't see the UFOs. They don't see the stars moving. They don't see the reptiles. They don't see the angels. You understand what I'm saying? They won't the dreadful fear is that they won't experience the new heaven and the new earth. Now, why do I say that? Because the new heaven and the new earth, to squeeze the elephant in the temple, explain as clearly as simply as I possibly can, is that the description of it, even biblically, is that there'll be no more hunger, no more thirst, no more crying, no more pain, no more death. For the former things will have what, Terry?
Yeah, it came to pass.
Passed away, right? Okay. Okay,
yeah.
Everything will be, all those horrible things will be passed away. Well, the only way that could happen is if they raise up on a vibration and they shift into a spiritual consciousness, turn themselves inside out in their perspective, and they realize that they're a spirit projecting the illusion of a body. How do you know that? Because if a person is in a medical situation and a doctor say their eyes closed and they take the mirror and see if they breathe and check their pulse, respiration, and they say she's gone now, and they cover them up with a sheet. You say she passed, she's gone. You know, it's over. Over just means above, not that it's the end. But that spiritual being could be in the room looking down at everything that's happening. You understand what I'm saying? So that when you shift to the spiritual plane, when does your spirit get hungry, Terry?
Never get hungry.
When it gets cold or sick?
No,
or does it age?
Right.
It can't die.
No.
Okay, that's
right.
No more hunger, no more thirst, no more pain, no more sorrow, no more death. For the former things will have passed away. You leave them behind with that physical flesh. Do you understand?
I got you. I hear you.
Right.
So that would.
The thing is, I got to tell you this right now. The thing is that people walking with the Messiah, they're raised up into that conscious awareness, so that even if they experience the physical death, they know that's the beginning for them and not the end. Don't you see? Because they know that body is not them. You understand? Star movers know that because they got systems to rationalize that their arms might be long, but they ain't reach up and move no stars with their damn arms. They know that.
Right.
They know it's something inside of them greater than that body. Because, like the Bible says, he who is within you is greater than he who is in the world.
Right.
Right. Because even though he created you sonically a black mud fashioned in his shape, made complete your form, then he blew his breath into your knowledge, and thus you became a living soul. Right? Okay?
Right. I got it. Right. I hear you.
All right. Now.
Right. I'm just go ahead. I was just a little confused about one thing you said, though. You said I've been here many times before.
That's right.
Many times before. But what about the second death, though? You say after the second death, you can come back after the second death?
Okay, the second death is only experienced by those that have not been resurrected in the spirit to know who and what they really are. You hear me, Star Mover?
Okay, so after you realize that, then you pass over it.
That's right. They convinced the only thing you ever hear niggas when you start talking about spiritual things and moving stars and seeing ghosts and angels and UFOs and coming out your body and have an OBE, out of body experience. They be talking, oh, here they come with that mess right there again.
Right.
That's a physical. That's a physical shade thing. A thing made of clay. It's a physical vessel. I don't believe in nothing I can't touch, nothing I can't see. Nigga, you're lying already. Because you believe in love and hate. You can't touch and see love and hate. What color is it? You believe in magnetism. The last time, I'm not talking about a magnet. You believe in magnetism. When that little girl take that magnet and hold up over that paper and move that bobby pin around, now, you know it's something between that magnet and that paper that's moving it, but you can't see it, but you can't deny it because you see that bobby pin moving. Wherever that bobby pin found it. So don't be talking about you don't believe in nothing you can't see. Nigga, you just lying.
Right.
If I can't see it, I don't care. Nigga, stop all that foolishness. You know, you grown up now. It's time to put away that foolishness. You better do it.
All right, yeah, you're right. I hear you. I understand what you're saying now. I got you. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, right. So what I'm saying is that the parts of you I can't see are much realer than the parts of you that I can. You see? And me, I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out all the time. I'm never all the way here. There's a brother and sister sitting right here with me to see me sitting out in the yard in the dark and just light up. Tell them what y'all see.
This is Anukas. That is absolutely correct. We were sitting out in the yard one evening, just after dusk, and I looked at him, and all of a sudden, his whole body lit up. I mean, there was this great big giant light about a foot wide emanating from his body, and I said, Amun, your whole body has lit up. And so when he started to see, so Harry was in the house. And when he came outside, I said to him,
what did you see, Harry?
Look at Amun. I said, what did you see?
Yes, this is Hotel. Yeah, I bear witness to that. He light up.
And that's what y'all here to do, to bear witness to the light. You hear me? Now, what I mean by that, there's people here in this class that have come to visit me in mute your phones. And in the summertime, when it's hot and bright, you know, because we Ethereans, you know, if you have been in a hot place in the summertime, you drive in your car and you see a real black nigga walking, and the distance is like they fading in and out. Like they fade in and out. Right? Because of that melanin. Those are sun heat genes. Sun heat genes. Now, that's why white people call y'all spooks. Because of that spooky action. Ghosts. Soul brothers and sisters, when they black like that, they can disappear and fade in and out to the physical eye. Because you ain't physical nowhere. You soul people. Yeah, I know you have.
He's correct about that again. He and I were walking one evening, and we got up the hill almost to the corner, and we was talking the whole way up. But all of a sudden, he just disappeared right in front of my face.
But you can still hear my voice.
Yeah, I'm still here. I said, Amun, I don't see you. Where you at? He said, I'm right here. I said, I can't see you at all. He had on this bright red jacket, and I couldn't see not one thing. But I still hear his voice.
That's right. Now, but that ain't nothing, because I have been right here in my bedroom, somebody sitting in a rocking chair, when we having a healing session, a blue light session, and I raise up my vibrations, and I disappear right in front of their face. It's Attack from Chicago. Are you here? He's one of them. And some people, he asked me about 3 times, do that again, do that again, do that again. So I disappeared.
Well, that, yes.
That's Attack right there from Chicago.
Yep, I do bear witness to that. Yep,
right.
We were. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I can't forget that, because I asked you. I said I would like to see it in person, eye to eye. I said I would like to see the blue light body, and yes, we did a session, and Amun-Rayay did start first with his hand, making it transparent, in and out, and then it went from his hand to his arm to his whole body. Yeah, I can't forget that. The
only difference is I did it on purpose then, but when I was walking with the Nukas, I wasn't trying to do that. And a lot of people walking with me in the summertime, if they walking behind me when it's bright sun, they can see like blue and green light footsteps where I put my feet, and they fade away. Of course, after all, you can see my steps on the street, blue light. And if any of y'all got a DVD by Allison Cole called 5D, Allison Cole, you better listen to it over and over again, because you'll understand how I select material to send you all the spiritual packages. In other words, when I review it, if it's real or real enough, I'll send it to you. Now with Allison Cole, she reverse hypnosis these men and women and get them in touch with their higher self, and they travel to the new heaven and new earth. And they'll tell you that when they're there, they can, when they walk and they interact with nature, and it communicates back to them like in their energy. It's like a whirlwind around them that blows leaves in a vortex or something around them. Just like I used to be in the parking lot with Darryl Brown and all of them be here, and they see that, they hear and see that wind blowing around me like leaves. I just thought it was like a little tornado, like you see on TV sometimes, a little tornado be in the prairie or something. But now that's my energy. Just like a lot of you on this class right now, when I'm moving stars and things out there in the cosmos, a lot of y'all, even if like Cheryl in London will say, the trees are lighting up blue, or you can look around and see the trees and things lighting up blue. How many of y'all remember that? Know that?
I do. I've even seen buildings just with blue auras around it.
Say what?
That's right.
I see the trees with blue auras on it.
That's right. When I move, that's my energy like that. Now, the thing is that's what happens, and people can fly and disappear, and they can shoot.
What does the purple aura mean?
Say it again now.
What does the purple aura mean?
Purple aura will be as high as you can get. That's royal. That's the last color. Listen, that's the last color in the spectrum before there's no more visible light. Okay? All right. Now, what I'm saying is
Ramon, can you explain reincarnation?
Yeah, it's not, there is no reincarnation, because that would be reincarnal body. In other words, like you coming back in the same carnal body. That's not happening. When Jesus said he's coming back again, he wasn't talking about the same body, just like Melchizedek. Go through the Holy Tablets, you're going to see a lot of different kind of Melchizedeks. You can see one back there with Near and them. He's a different being than the one that you know, because that being is an indwelling spirit. You see,
so it could be a new being. It could be a new being in an old body.
No, it could be an old being in a new body.
Right,
yeah,
right.
That's what the reincarnation comes from, right?
No, it's not reincarnation. Reincarnation would mean that you came back, that you died and came back in the same body. But you don't. But the same spirit can come back to the world over and over again with a different suit on.
Right. I hear you. That's what I see. I hear you.
You understand?
Yep.
That's the difference. You know, but a lot of y'all don't even want to repeat the same body. Be having a lot of problems. You know what I'm just saying? So you'd be glad you want something new. But
you're right.
You know, that's what it is. All these people don't understand a lot of things. Like me healing people at a distance or whatever like that. They really think it's a such thing as distance. When I done told them 1,000 times, everything is in the same place at the same time, just vibrating on different frequencies. There is no here and there, you and me, and now and then. That's an illusion.
No distance either?
Say it again.
And no distance. No distance either, you say?
No, because I can make a mind link with Cheryl in London right now, just like I can make one with you in Louisiana, the same speed.
Right.
Right. Like I can close my eyes and I can see the light in the ceiling, or I can see the sun and it's night, right? I can see the daylight sun as quick as I can, the light in the ceiling that's turned on right now. It's the same thing. It's all in your mind.
Right.
When he said, let there be light, that's the illusion. Light bred the chaos. That's the illusion. Blackness is supreme balance. That means if we go to a big university or a school, we go into the auditorium and we stay there and it gets 3:30 in the morning, it's pitch black with no lights on, and we just stand up and start talking to one another. You can hear people, but you can't see them, right? No matter what color they are.
That's right.
Right.
Right, that's right.
So if you stand there long enough, you blend into the darkness. In other words, if you stand there long enough, you don't know where you end and the darkness begins or reverse. You know, or vice versa. You just blend into the rays. You just start being consciousness, communicating consciousness, which is the reality of what you really are. You understand? You're not that body. But that's where all your hell comes from. Your hunger, your pain, your sickness, your desire, the fear of death, all that comes from the body, man.
Right.
Because that was created. See, your body was created. Anything created
has a beginning
and an end, you see.
Right.
But the creator has neither beginning or end. Your inner being is the creator. God lives in that temple. It's not a building down the street. I told you, it's the place on the side of your head next to your ears. That's who's looking when you close your eyes at night and it's dark and you can still see things in your dreams, or right now you can close your eyes and see the front of your house from inside it, or your car outside. You ain't doing that with your physical eyes. That's the all-seeing eye, or better yet, the eye of all. They can see all things. Through the walls, you can see the past, present, future. You know, it ain't restricted. It ain't got no timeline. That's God. Star mover, that's God. But if you don't reconnect with that and turn yourself inside out, take the time to find out what's really happening, then you will suffer the second death. And everybody suffers the second death experience as hell. You hear me, Terry?
I hear you.
Right. Because death is hell to the ones that don't know what that they really think is real.
Right. I got you. I see
you see what I mean? Right.
Yep.
That's a terrifying fear. But to a deity that knows he's God or she's God, what fear? You know, Malachi used to tell y'all, if y'all really knew what death was, you would go out and get $1 million insurance policy for your family and run from the first truck you see. And people thought he was crazy, but I understood I understood. Even though I don't really want to do it. You know what I mean? Because I know it'll hurt, you see?
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if a truck doing 80 miles an hour, you jump in front of it, you know, I understand, but I'm saying my fear ain't of death, my fear is of pain. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
I don't want to be hit by no damn truck. Because even though it's not real, the way it feels, it might as well be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Yeah. That's right. You know, yeah. But death is beautiful. You know, but like the Chinese say, dying is not. It don't necessarily be that way. Unless you really are you are an ascended being and you know what's really happening. The very second you wake up, your fears go to sleep.
Right.
No more fear.
Right.
But then that's the beginning of it, because it's a lot more than that. You got to learn how to connect to the new heaven and new earth. There's some of you all that I planted your feet in the new heaven and the new earth. I did that with Anukas. Now I'm going to tell you all a secret of revelation tonight. And blessed are the ones, the ears that hear. But then I have to do more work, because I have to show y'all, I have to take y'all one at a time to the new earth. But the point is, I've been there many times. And when you're there, I was there walking down the street one time, and it was a mid-ground between two streets. And I was walking under the trees. They were big, giant trees, and they reached over and touched at the bottom. The leaves touched across the top, and it was cut perfect, like a perfect tunnel. And I was walking down that street, and I knew I was going home, which was a big golden palace on my left side. That was my home. I can tell you all about the pool tables, the movie theaters in there, and all the people dancing and the beautiful. But when I was walking down the street, I saw Malachi. He was flying over the top of my head, tumbling, head over feet, over my head, flying. And I asked him, I say, hey, why are you doing that? And he said, oh, I do this all the time. You know what I mean? So I didn't think no more. I mean, that's what he want to do. You understand? Because whatever you want to do, you can do that. You know what I'm trying to say? You're not restricted by gravity like a physical. You know, all that. Ain't no walls hold you back. You can't die or get sick or nothing. You understand what I mean? But let me tell you something. You don't have to die to become spiritual. That's why I'm here. I'm here to wake you up and remove the fears of death and wake you up to what's really going on before anything like that can touch you. Don't you understand?
Right.
Because the second I wake you up, there is no more death for you. You hear me?
Right.
I wonder if you hear me with your good ear. When you walk with me and you really get what I'm giving you, there is no more death. Remember the Bible said, Jesus said, and to those of you that believe in me, even unto my name, or the Creator said, unto those of you that believe in him, even unto his name, unto you give they powers as the sons and daughters of God. You hear me, star movers?
Right.
And he also said, and to those of you that believe in him, even unto his name, amen, unto they give he them eternal life, and not even death can snatch them out of his hand. You understand? Once you woke forevermore, man. It's real.
That's right.
Right. And Kim, you know about my healing abilities, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That's right. And you know about them in the most serious ways. And there's a lot of people that y'all don't know and you do know that know that. But if they believe in me, there ain't no death for them no more. You understand?
Right.
It's simple as that. Unto those of you that believe in him, even unto his name, until they give he them eternal life. Now, how you going to die if you got eternal life?
You're right about that. I hear you. That's right.
Unless you want to. You can fly like you can do whatever you want unless you want to. which wouldn't mean nothing to you, just like going to sleep in the body. Just like when you go to sleep at night and you wake up in the spirit and you travel outside your body and you start going to places outside your house and seeing people outside your, you start having different experiences with different people in different places at different times. But you know that your body is at home in bed sleep, don't you understand? Astral flight, you travel outside that body. Because you are enigma. Enigma. Meaning that wherever you're at in your house, if you see an empty chair or bed, if you can imagine that if I put your soul over there, your spirit over there, your consciousness over there, your personality, your memories, your feelings and your emotion, if I put them over in that empty chair there, what would be left on the phone here with us, Terry?
Nothing.
That's right. But I would tell you what the problem is at the root of the difficulty. That's the difficulty at the root of the problem. That nothing's the only thing these niggas believe in. They don't believe in the real thing, magnetism, because they say you can't see it. But I done told them 1,000 times, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things yet unseen. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were formed by the word of God, so that things that are seen were not made by things which do appear. Meaning you can have faith or belief and get in the car when you're young, and you keep looking at pictures in the magazine, see them in the street, you keep dreaming of it, and you imagine it. It gets so real to you that you go out, wake up one morning, go outside, and that old hoopty parked out there. Bald head tires in 3 colors, but it's yours. And when you start driving it, you start seeing cars just like your old Impala or Ford everywhere you go. Now, you say through faith we understand that the world, meaning the sun, moon, and stars, and your hand on the phone, were formed by the word of God, so that things that are seen were not made by things which do appear. Meaning if I send y'all outside tonight at 10:30 to go move the stars, and I say, can you see them stars out there? Can you point to it? You're going to say, yeah, I can see it. I can point to it. I don't care if you're in Africa. You with me, if you with me, we in the same place. And I would say, okay, you see the moon? Yeah. Can you point to that? Yeah, I can point to that. Okay, that's creation, isn't it? But if I ask you to point to the creator, the one that put them stars and moon there, can you say, there he is over there? Can you point to him? Yes or no?
No.
He's just like the part of you that's in that chair that you can't see. That's what niggas don't believe. You see how lost these come in? You see how lost these people are?
Yep. Huh.
Yes, they in hell. As long as you physical, you in hell. Because that's what you experience. That's how you step on a rusty nail. That's how you get sick. That's how you get hungry. That's how you desire get your little nipples and vaginal and your little penis. You know what I mean? You lust and you get hungry, your stomach starts burning, you get hot and you sweat, you all uncomfortable, you get fat, and you know what I mean? All this, and you get all kind of tubes, attitudes and plexes, all kind of complexes about the way you body look, this and that and the other and this one. You get all fucked. That's hell, man. That there. And that's all they believe in. So they ain't in nothing but hell. They don't understand where it's coming from. It's coming from them. Their ignorance is hell. I was sent here to wake y'all up. You're supposed to be doing everything in your power to help me wake you up. You see, the real devil, not that he's real, but the devil, which is oftentimes your own lower self, personified, and putting on clothes, and confronting you and trying to attack you. Do you hear me? There ain't no devil in me. He could go buy some cigarettes, and he read on the side of it, the Surgeon General determined that it's hazardous for your health and may cause cancer or even death. And after he read that and premeditate the harm to do, he pull it out the back and light it up and start smoking. Ain't no devil in me. Well, who's that trying to kill you right there, nigga?
Right.
You know what I mean? So you think you woke. You think you know. You think you understand everything. You think you know what's going on. You ain't gonna listen. I can't tell you nothing because you already know it. I know what's going on, man. That nigga, he's just a man just like me. I know it. You think I am? I'm a man who got arms that can reach all the way, goddamn it, to Ghana and move the moon. Are you crazy? And all these things out here pretending to be messiahs, that's a goddamn sin and a shame. They're not just misleading the people, they're misleading their goddamn self. You can't be me. You can be like me. You can walk with me. But it's okay because I can't be you. Don't you know that? All you got to do is become the best you can be, and you be everything. And more than you could dream of. Because all of you are gods by birthright. Potentially. But you can't become God by just calling yourself God, running around like a clown with reckless cries, I'm God, I'm God. To the amusement of the saints and to the horror of the sages, I'm God, I'm God. And no, you ain't nothing but a nigga. Stop that. You can't be no stupid God, no ignorant God. God knows things that people don't know. Don't you hear me? God can do things that people can't do. Now, if you walk with God, God will give you powers like to become the sons and daughters of God. And you'll have the powers of God. Doing what real gods do. I go to the computer, I can find out you a clown. The Arcturians and the this one, that one, and that one, that. Yeah, shit, man. Go ahead on with that. That's like this world got clowns up here trying to get with the 5G instead of 5D. All this meta and mega and new heaven and talking about they're gonna create a new world order and all that type of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? And they disappearing faster than hotcakes. You're not going to do nothing. Because the last will be first and the first will be last. The meek will inherit the earth. That's his word, may he be exalted. I don't care about yours. You get all the clowns out here with degrees and colleges and universities. Nigga, this is universal. You think you smart? The beginning of wisdom is to know you ain't got no goddamn sense and you don't know nothing. The minute you think you know everything, can't nobody tell you nothing. Because you're too smart. You don't need to hear that. You already know what's happening. I already got it gone. No, you don't, because it's constant evolution. You steady transforming and you're growing and expanding. If you stop growing and stop learning, you might as well lay down and die, because that's the end for you. Don't you hear me? I know I am. I'm trying to tell you all about this event. Listen to Allison Cole. How many of y'all, I asked you, how many of y'all got that DVD called 5D? Allison Cole.
Yeah, I do.
Well, you better listen to it hard tonight and really listen to that real hard. And you're going to start hearing what's happening in the new heaven and new earth. A whole lot of things that you see me doing and you starting to do right now yourself. And you're going to ask yourself, well, if they in the new heaven and the new earth, how am I doing the things that they doing and seeing the things they seeing? Obviously, Homo Galactica, you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Now the egotistical nigga gonna say, well, I was doing that when I was a child, and ever since before I met you, like, you understand? You're lying already. I already knew that. I was doing that all the time. I was God. I always was. Did that. you don't have no idea how much you've grown since you've been with me and how much information you got. You got so much information you can't even calculate it. It would just shock the average pedestrian.
Yeah, I didn't learn more. I didn't learn more with you than I learned with Dr. Yoff.
That's right. Because I was sent here for you. I was sent here for you all. And woe on the fool that's not trying to help me to help them. Because the mission going to be completed. And if anybody's working against it in any kind of way or trying to supplant it or manipulate it in any kind of way, man, you might as well rip your goddamn spine out like a filleted fish and set it on fire and kick it down the hill and shoot it before it hit the ground. That'd be much easier for you. You think this is a joke. This is life and death all in one breath. This is all you could dream of and more than you can imagine. This is the great new wonderful. You got a lot of gifted people here because they're starting to wake up. That's right. And I know that some of you all been conscious, more conscious than other people before you met me. That was your gift. But I'm that divine spark, that connection to the Most High, that saucilla, that link. I'm that link in the chain that's going to connect you back to the Creator. That's me. I might not look like you want me to look or be what you want me to be, but nigga, you might not be what I want you to be either. But here you go with that body thing again. Well, he's black. Ain't that something other? What color was everything before you said let there be light?
Black.
That's right. That's the face of the Most High. All is black. Now you found some fault with that?
Is that why they call us black, Amun?
Because we are. From blackness you came, and to blackness you'll return. Is that right? Ain't no light in the grave. Let's be serious now. Can't we just be serious right here, right now? I'm just asking people to just think a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Knock the dust off your brains and think. And this ain't no part-time gig. You come here once a month or when you like this here, you think that you're going to get that like that? This ain't no church where you go on Sunday, they worshiping the sun on SUN day. You get a good feeling with tamarines, then you come out on the street. You got to be crazy. Then you got to go back next Sunday and get that same feeling. This is a way of life. This is the straight way, the filament over hell. I am the life giver, the three mems, El Hayu. I was sent to you. I, Delion Ilion El, sent to you Akbet as an apostle, reciting to you the purified pages, the holy tablets. Malachi told you he was only sent here to prepare you all for my arrival. Why do you keep returning like a dog to his own vomit over and over to Malachi or Elijah Muhammad and this one, that, and other? And Jesus from 2,000 years ago. Nigga, you need Jesus right now. So when he came in, he fulfilled his mission. But as you all keep returning, we keep returning too. As you evolve, we give you more and more. We lift you up higher and higher till you can make it back up into the blend back into the rest. So you can make it back into the Most High. And what do you have to fear then? Except fear itself. There's nothing for you to fear now. If you have any fear of anything, you're like a little child in a room with thunder and lightning, and you got your coat hanging on the door, And when the lightning flashes, it looks like a man with an axe. And you pulling the cover over your head and shaking. If you're the only one in the room, then there's some aspect of you that got out that's trying to scare you. That's what the devil is in the world. There's some aspect of you that got out, and your mind is running away with you, nigga. Don't you understand? We the only thing here. And we are one. We are one. Regardless of what you want to believe or you imagine. Anytime you separate yourself from the Creator, it's just like you have a bright light in the middle of the floor in a dark room. I told you, we all stand around it holding hands in a circle. And then I walk up with a black lampshade over in this darkened room and get out of here and I light under the bushel basket. The truth is the light. But then I give every one of y'all a little needle or pen and tell you to step forward one at a time and poke a little hole in that lampshade. Every time one of y'all step back in the circle and hold hands, that light stream out that hole, hit you in your chest or your bosom here, and you think it's hit me in my bosom in Florida, or it's hit me in my bosom in London or Ghana or California. You think that. So you think that's your light, and you your God. You're an individual. I got news for you, brother, sister. Stop clowning. Take that pointy hat off and get off that stool in the corner. That's the same light. We all share the same light. He really shares and you become this physical thing that you think you are. And that's not even real. It ain't the stars that's real. It's where they come from, clown. That's what's real. The Creator is real. The creation ain't shit. It can change faster than thought. And you better have a loving mind and pleasant thoughts and intelligent thoughts, or you're going to create a hell for yourself in your own mind. Now let me slow down and ask anybody about any questions they might have. I still didn't get to the revelation I wanted to reveal to y'all, because some of the people I wanted to reveal things to, apparently they think they know so much they don't have to learn nothing. They're convincing one another that they know that much.
Not me.
I heard you.
Nothing.
Well, that's what you're doing. You're learning.
Well,
you're growing.
I have a question, Amun.
I'll do my best.
Tonight they had launched a spaceship in Nibiru. I wanted to know why are they like doing that?
Why are they doing what?
They launched a spaceship in Nibiru, so they're trying to figure out what's going on. So I know you had the answers to it.
Yeah, I've been on the Nibiru more than once, yeah. But what are you asking me about it? Why are they doing what?
Why are launching spaceships to Nibiru? Tonight they had launched a spaceship to Nibiru. So I'm trying to figure out why they're doing that to see what's going on.
They're trying to get to heaven. They're trying to get to the mother plane. But they can't get there like that. Because trying to take a rocket ship to heaven is as stupid as the Tower of Babel. People used to be so ignorant that they really thought that they could build bricks on top of brick, course after course, so they got so tall they could reach heaven. You hear me? And you think to yourself, I'm glad we ain't stupid like that no more. You ain't changed that much. Why you think white man called it an airplane? Because he's saying when it go up higher, it's to went up into another plane. You understand? You got to look at this thing differently, because the things you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at things. This solar system, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and Pluto, they all revolve around that sun. The center nucleus, the energy that sustains the planets. All the planets are as above, so below. Planet is plane, P-L-A-N-E. And you just put E-T on it, it's planet. Planet is plane, E-T, extraterrestrial. And as above, so below, because when he created this thing, he created you in the image and likeness. So you got a solar system inside you. You call it a solar plexus. You too have an inner sun. That's that self-animating, aggregating spirit that he blew into your nostrils. That's why you maintain constant body temperature 98.6, regardless of your outside temperature. You can be in Michigan and it be 10 below zero. You still 98.6 with the thermometer. Because you got a sun inside. That's how you burn calories or get a fever or get mad and starts wanting to get hot. Because there's a fire burning inside of you. You know that when you breathe and you inhale oxygen, it's flammable, and you exhale carbon. That means a fire burning. Look it up. You playing this little tallywhacking games. This stuff is serious. It's more serious than anything.
I mean, but you still give us the revelation tonight?
Say it again.
Will you still give us the revelation tonight or another class?
I imagine another class, because the revelation is going to be a whole class in itself. But I'm going to tell you what happens, Cheryl. If I tell y'all I got a revelation for you, and then y'all start asking me different questions, I'm going to answer your questions because it's your class. You hear me, Cheryl?
Yeah.
And y'all come before the revelation because I will sit here and reveal these things to you. Let me say something to you. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. You hear me? Not before. If y'all was ready for the revelation I had for you, that's what you'd have got tonight. You're not doing the wrong thing by asking you questions. It's just about time, which is an illusion too. I wish y'all knew how real this was. That's all I know. I want y'all to know too that Kim in Florida, he's having some problems. Those of you know. No.
What's wrong with Kim?
Well, you know, he got into a problem with it. He got a very negative, devilish brother. And they was in with his mother, and he came in and go distributing, and Kim went off this time and defended himself and hit him in the head with a lamp. And he was bleeding heavily. They called the ambulance, and they locked Kim up and his brother. But now, long story short, Kim was in court today, and the judge, they tried to put him on his hot seat because he with us. And saying something like, now you can either sign up for 5 years probation and $200 a month, or you can take it to trial, and then you can get 15 years in penitentiary. Yes, sir. I mean, you talk about a rock and a hard place. The devil is trying to put you between him and the deep blue sea. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that ain't right. What we're going to do is get together right now and visualize Kim being relieved from that situation. And at the most, I want y'all to remember one thing. We have an obligation to the brother Men Carray to keep visualizing him well and sending that healing light through him and purifying his body and making him stronger and better than ever before. And anybody that won't participate, won't help us, you think that you're not going to need our help. That's what you think. But it can happen to anybody at any time. That includes you. I know you're thinking, not me. I'm young and strong and ain't like that harlot in the Bible. I should have queen and nobody. Shit. She'll be destroyed and burned up in her bed in one day. 9/11. Don't get carried away, or you will be carried away. You better know what side of your bread your butter's on, And right now, the devil's attacking me and Kim and Min Kare attacking us ugly. And people are standing off afar watching it happen, and they don't want to they don't want to post up, they don't want to donate. They don't want to have nothing to do with the mission right now. You understand? Rahul back.
Something bad happened to me too. After we moved the stars, I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. Well, look
it was
here.
something that I was trying to do.
It's time to go outside and move these stars. Y'all go on out there now.
Yeah. I'll go get out here and do something for y'all, but she done told people I'm outside now. But look at that star over your head, that real bright one. You see it? The big bright star over your head?
Yeah.
Okay, now watch it. Move in the name of Amun-Rayay. Move it to the right.
Move.
Now move back to the left. Drop down.
Just move.
Yes, it's moving. That's me. Going back up.
Yeah, just went up.
Going up.
That's right. Cheryl, can you see it in London?
No, it says the cost.
Oh, the clouds. Okay. Okay, I see a lot of those stars out here. But it's foggy and overcast. Well, look here. I was getting ready to do some things for y'all, but like I said, she done told everybody I'm out here now, so I'm going back in.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, that won't happen again. I want to move that same star you said. It's the same star. I'm gonna try to move real quick. Let me see. Okay. Star in the name of Amun-Rayay, the Messiah. Can you move down for me? Just move down for me.
Okay, wait for him to get back on the phone. So hang on.
Now y'all start moving stars for one another. All over the world.
I'm finna go.
Y'all move stars for each other. And I want everybody else that's looking to bear witness to what the other one's doing. Now you emerging messiahs, go to work, 144.
I'll go. This is the Nucus. Amun. Move up.
It's going up real slow. It's moving up.
Yeah. In the name of Amun, drop down. It's coming down. In the name of Amun, move to the right. Moving right. In the name of Amun, move back to the left.
Move back to the left.
Moving left. In the name of Amun, move in a clockwise circle. Going clockwise. Tower higher star. Tower high Messiah. I love you.
I love you too.
Yes. You just too important. Nobody do body like you do.
Do
This is Hotel Plaza.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Syntax, in Chicago, you need to move something. Jared, in New York, you hear? I mean Chicago. I feel sorry. I really do.
Hello.
All these people know everything. And hitting
the cops here.
There's clouds there in Texas? Okay.
Yeah, because it's raining. I would say it's overcast.
But I'm not kidding. I talk to people all week long, you know, and they reveal, you know, that they have different levels of consciousness. And they know so much they talk, but they don't want to communicate with nobody but me. They don't want to come. They're too important. They know they're too busy to come to class. In other words, they got something more important going on than this here. You understand me?
I was trying to find some stars, but we can't find them.
Well, if you can't find it, you can't move it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I understand. I start clearing the sky up here, but you know that's another thing.
Messiah, I got a lot of stars. Help me move the stars.
Go ahead. I will help you. Just tell me which you want to move all of them at once. That's all right with me.
No, I want to only move the big ones.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. Which way you want to move it?
This one. Okay. Hey, star up there, in the name of Amun-Rayay, the Messiah, can you move to the right? Move to the right. It's going up. Move to the right.
Move to the right.
It's going up. Move to the right.
That might be up to you. That's to the right.
Nope. It went right.
Okay, now which way you want to go with it now?
Drop down. In the name of Amun-Rayay, drop down. Drop down more.
Drop it down.
Now, while I was doing that with you, Shanice, I had a bright white light over my right shoulder in the room with me. What do you want to do with it now, Shanice? You want to make it go a clockwise circle?
Yes, in the name of Amun-Rayay, the Messiah, moving the clock, whatever, circle.
It's going clockwise.
Well, we're clockwise.
Drop down.
We doing that together, Shanice, you understand?
Drop it down.
Yeah, it's so bright, though.
Yeah. Anybody else want me to work with them? Terry, what you see in Louisiana?
Okay.
All right, Hotep. You gonna move that same big star?
Okay, I'm gonna move the star. I'm looking at another one.
All right.
In the name of Amun-Rayay, drop down.
Drop it down. Look like it's down.
Stop. In the name of Amun-Rayay, raise up. And it's raising up.
It wobbles.
It's wobbling a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wobbling.
Stop. In the name of Amun-Rayay.
But I'm inside now, sister. Let me say something. I'm inside now, so I got my eyes closed in the dark. I can do it. I can look at it. Tell them where I'm at, y'all.
In the room, in this bed.
In the dark. My eyes closed.
In the dark.
That's right. All right, which way you want to take it down, Hotel? I told you it's all in your mind.
Move to the right. And it's moving right.
Moving right.
Stop.
It wobbled a little.
Yes, it is. In the name of Amun-Rayay, going a clockwise circle. And it's going in a clockwise circle.
Moving clockwise.
Stop. Kyle had Messiah in the class.
I love you.
That star moving.
Love you back.
Here for me.
Well, I mean, okay. Look at that big one right there. I'm gonna make that big one come close to you. You hear me, Shanice? It gonna come close. I'm gonna break it down to you.
It's coming down. Then it want to go up.
Yeah.
Then it starts shining some more. It got them little sticks coming out the star, like it's trying to glow up.
That's right. Let's just get closer. That's all. Now I'm gonna send it back out there. All right.
Down.
See, you can do anything you want with your mind. Remember the Matrix. Neil asked that boy, how you bending that spoon? He said, I'm not bending the spoon. I'm merely bending my mind. It's a thought world. Like I told my mama when I was 7, after them ETs picked me up. It's a thought world, and one day everybody gonna have real big heads. You understand? It's real. I didn't know how to call them grays. I just thought it was people with big heads. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like John on Isle of Patmos. I was describing it the best I could. Because back then, in the early 50s, nobody know what goddamn gray was. I just seen the little people with them big giant heads. And they taught me so much, you know. That's my family. And they come to visit me in crafts a lot of times. They with me all the time. And I'm telling you, the Most High is changing reality. I'm the three men.
Sure.
I'm Amun and birth, Muhammad and Prophet, and Mahmoud in the end. And like, Anukas, you tell them what you saw over the house last night.
Oh yeah. I got up and to come down use the bathroom, so when I come back up there, I had it.
Wait a minute. Put your mouth on the phone and talk clear.
When I came back upstairs on the bathroom, I always have a habit of turning out the window in the middle room. So when I
don't know what you said. That's all right. Wait till you get inside. Wait till you get inside. Come on inside, y'all. That's enough for tonight.
Thank you. It's cold out here.
I love you. I know it is. Yeah.
Amun.
Yeah.
This Maru, I was getting some USB, getting ready to get some of your videos downloaded on some USBs, and the dude, like a demon came through the guy, and he acted like he wanted to shoot me. For that,
they are trying to stop you, but like, I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna tell you that's the Most High. What you do is download, put my classes on there, like this class right here. You hear me?
Yeah, that's what we was getting ready to do. Cause like at first I was getting movies from him, and I said I got a good idea, and I told him about the idea, and then I broke down the knowledge, and it was so cool. And he said, "You gotta call him, brother," and like he loved it, and I was like, he was like, "Wow, man, you amazing." And then that next day, like a demon came in him, and I felt it because I had a vision about that gas station, and I was like, "Why I'm having?"
They get walk-ins all the time, and
they
try to take it over, or try to blind people to it, or try to put themselves in front of it. You know?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
They don't even know it's demon possession. That's demon possession.
Yes, it is.
They try to make out they represent themselves as the source. And they know damn well that the one they call God, the Creator, the Most High, He and I are not two. He and I are one. The one here and the one there are not two. We are one. Now they taking too much on themselves, man.
It's true.
It is. Put out to the world what's coming through me to you, and tell them what it come to meet us in class at. And put one of your personal testimonies on it. But post it up to millions of people, not thousands. Because if you post it up to 10 million people, you might get 1,000 that'll respond. Because many are called, but very few are chosen. You are the elite few, but you're not that few. You're just not doing your job. You know you're not trying to do your job. If you're trying to do your job, it would be thousands of people in class, thousands. And we wouldn't have no financial problems or difficulties with computers. We would have people, brothers and sisters all over the world coming here to handle these computers for us personally. You hear me? But the devil is working. Let me get y'all to understand how the devil is working. He don't have to. Yeah. The devil can't cut you off. He can't cut me off. But he can cut people off from us, like that can help. You know, you can go get help from the courthouse or the doctor or something, and then you find out they possessed with the devil. It's like Malachi told y'all. They was asking Malachi, when it's time for the pickup with the crabs, you gonna tell us where to go? Hell no, because they listening. Well, that's right. They can't stop us from coming for y'all, but they can stop y'all from getting to the pickup spot if they know where you're going. You understand? Because don't you think they don't know you? Like I told a little fella in New York, they intelligent, man. They listening. They know your phone number. They know your. They know you. And they hear you when you say, I'm going to move the star. When they look at the sky and say, start moving, they know, there's one right there. There's one. He's a disciple of the Lamb. He won 144,000 going to Mount Zion. And the devil, he going to take it on himself to try to stop you from getting there. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's his job, to try to stop you from getting to heaven. In other words, I'm going to get you to heaven. His job is to try to get you to hell. And he's proud of his position, Trump. Now, you don't like it because it's time up, Italy. You don't like that. Hey, but that's par for the course. You knew which way this train was going when you jumped on it, didn't you, dumb monkey? You knew it. So get that winding up, right? Now sink you into the business.
So Amun, I know we're supposed to be telling people about, the shifts in the new world. We're supposed to be spreading this information and stuff like that, but that's making these motherfuckers come for us even harder, and it's making it hard to exist on this earth. And
but let me tell you something. Let me explain something.
The more you teach me,
let me explain something to you. Let me explain something. Okay, let me explain something to you. Now you're coming from a water position. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Don't you understand? That's how you earn heaven. You think heaven is just a gift that's out there that's looking for you, sister, or me? Heaven ain't looking around and just, I've been looking for you, brother, and just jump on you like, come here. That's like a nigga at home in his boxers while you go to work and he's smoking weed looking at TV. You get off work and he in the same spot, in the same drawers, smoking the same joint.
He's a bitch.
No, in other words, wait a minute. He's sitting there, he waiting for a job to come find him. You got to look, seek ye the kingdom of heaven. You got to work for heaven. You got to earn heaven. And the rank that y'all want, you don't want to just be regular people going to heaven. Y'all want to be on thrones. Y'all want to be disciples. Y'all want to be remembered for all times. Y'all want to be the most powerful of all. The kings of the king, the cream of the crop, and the dip of the top. Well, you got to work. Stretch out. Get to work. You see me working my ass off. I'm sweating now. And they ain't coming at nobody more than they coming at me. They ain't ever stopped me from working for y'all, have it? Because they try to kill me or put me in hell. I'm supposed to just ball up in the night, crawl under the bed in fetal position and let y'all rot? No, I'm supposed to be like a shepherd over his sheep, and when the wolf comes, I got to get to working with my staff and my rod. You understand?
I follow you.
I got to go to work, and you got to go to work too, just like me. If you want to go to the same heavenly reward that I want, that I'm earning, you got to earn it just like me. If you sit up there thinking, well, every time I tell the truth, the devil gonna get worse, and putting that kind of stuff out in the atmosphere, that's the wrong thing to put out there, sister. You're speaking it, but you're giving power to the beast. Don't give power to the devil like that. You speak and your words have power. Give me, Joanne. Your words have power.
Well, I know that. But
you got to keep doing the word. In the beginning was the word, the kilama. The word is power. Say true thing, be it is. If you keep on convincing yourself and others that the devil got the power to put you in hell if you tell the truth, then that'll make you free.
But he does.
But listen,
let me say this.
Now, wait a minute. Let me say this here. The devil been trying to put me in hell ever since I was in the crib, trying to kill me and destroy me. But I'm telling you, I'm here right now, and but y'all still learning more information, moving stars, and I'm healing you. Things is happening. Y'all still transforming. Am I right or wrong? Am I doing my job?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you
all right.
are.
Now, I'm not saying they ain't trying to destroy computers and block classes and black and white devils not working. I know they are. But let them do what they do. I got to do what I do. They got to get their best hope because I got mine, and I'm not trying to lose this rope. I was sent here to be a servant to y'all, and my job is to get y'all where you need to be if you're willing to work for it. I'm the key of David. I am that link to the divine spark of the Most High Creator. If you hold on to me and work with me, you'll make it where you want to go. Otherwise, you're going to find out one thing. Whether you tell the truth or not, the devil will put you in hell anyway. Now tell me that ain't true. Exactly. Tell me y'all don't be that devil's putting you in hell. Whether you tell the truth or not, the devil gonna create hell. I'm trying to tell you that the truth is the thing that'll make you free from hell. Know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Tell the truth and put the truth out there.
That's real.
That was not the truth what you were saying right there. The more we tell the truth, the more the devil come. No. The more we tell the truth, the more we get free from the devil. And the more they disappear, Italy.
That's right.
That's right. And look at this thing right. Because the things you look at will never change until you change the way that you look at things. You got to be optimistic, not pessimist. You're looking at the glass half empty. That's what your reality will be. It's half full to me.
It's half full now.
That's right. Well, that's what my job is. I want to make sure you see it half full, not half empty. Huh?
I thought she said
Shanice. Yeah, me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Cheryl talking to you. Let us talk to you, Shanice. Go ahead.
You just have to keep going. You can't be scared or afraid of what they're going to do or not going to do. You have to do what you got to do. So don't worry about it. They're out there, just like you're out there. Do your job,
because the devil going to do his regardless of what you do. You see, I was sitting here because the devil was trying to devour y'all, Shanice.
Wow. It's crazy.
And if you don't use the tool, your sword is truth. If you don't use your weapon, you ain't got no defense. Because the devil gonna gaffle you up no matter what you do. Because destruction and pain and hell is his business. Or hers. That, and then you don't think about nothing but hell and getting people there. You can't even look at a picture person without seeing his feet burst into flame.
And the more he does, the more you gotta do what you can.
This is Lucas. I want to finish telling you about my experience. That was about 5 o'clock this morning. So like I was saying, when I come back upstairs, I like to look out that little window in the middle room. And when I did, I saw this very bright light, which turned out to be a crescent moon with a 6-pointed star. And it looked like it was only 6 inches apart. So I came downstairs outside in the cold in the dark by myself so I could get a picture. And the sky was studded with stars against an inky black sky, but all the stars were over this house.
Because this house is Jerusalem, the house of flesh.
I know that looks so beautiful.
That's right. The Creator made his word flesh to personify on earth, to dwell among men. That is your comfort. I am your comforter. That's why they call Muhammad the comforter. I am your comfort in these trials and these tribulations, these ugly, hard days. Seek refuge in the Most High. Get in the truth and seek refuge in it, and you'll be protected like those before you. Even though many of them were shaken violently. If you're a warrior, you can't fight without expecting to get hit. But you got to earn your stripes, just like everybody else. Heaven is not free, and it's not for the faint-hearted, and you can't come out of it unscathed. And the devil got as much power as you give him, because the devil's strength is your weakness. The devil's strength is your weakness. And if you believe the devil got power, you've given your power to the beast. Fighting for him to keep him free so he can continue to rule and torment you.
You got to keep going.
You got to keep going. And when the tough get going, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Now y'all dig in and help me and help yourself. Help me to help you. You know who I am. You know why I'm here. You know who the devil is. Now you going to spend your life under the bed, balled up in a knot, shaking about, oh, the devil. Because if you don't tell the truth, the devil coming for you. He built FEMA before you knew the truth. He was working on your destruction. Yes, he is. And I'm going to tell you something, too. Y'all didn't just start feeling hell when you start telling the truth. You was catching more hell in the world before you met me than you catching now.
Yeah.
That goddamn devil is hell.
Oh, true.
When you believe a star gonna move, what does it do?
Move.
Mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. Because if you believe the devil got power, then you're giving him power over you. Believe in yourself. Make that journey within. And know that you're much more than a conqueror. I'm here to be your light, to light your way. Be your strength and your guide, especially in dark hours. And I know that you all know me, that when the world seems hardest and everything turns against you, that's when I draw the closest to you. You know me. You know me. You know who I am now. That's a heartfelt whisper. I don't play like you're great. You know who I am. You know exactly what I am. And you know who the devil is. Don't give him no power. The more you tell the truth, the more the Creator coming to you. The Creator created the devil. Anything you can make, you can break. Don't be no fool. He ain't nothing but an illusion. I'm telling you right now, if you want to go to heaven, all you got to do is purify yourself. You got to turn right, not left. Turn to right. Purify yourself. You're not going to go to heaven with them negative thoughts and lecherous thoughts and your alcohol and your drug habits and your overeating and your sexual perversions. You're not going there and all your thoughts and doing like the MAGA and trying to make out the devil some kind of way the devil is right. Out of your fear, you're letting yourself be groomed by Satan, and you know his arms at your destruction. You better wake up and step out of that. You ain't got but one helper. You got one helper, the Creator. And the Creator can't come down in the world except I'm here. I'm His Son, and I'm His Word made flesh. Now you better put my word out there. Or you just choosing to say that you're working for the devil. Because those of you that are neither hot nor cold, I spew you out of my mouth. You cannot serve God and mammon, because either you love the one and hate the other. Now who you with?
Creator.
That's right. You know, a whole lot of y'all call me up. A whole lot of y'all don't call me up until you in hell. And you know you wasn't putting out no truth and no magnitude, no millions of truth. You know that the devil was coming and he came for you in ways that had nothing to do with the truth. But you know it was God that was protecting and shielding you from hell, didn't you know that?
That's right.
Yeah.
And the more protection you want, the more you better work and the more you better give. I love you. Amun-Rayay. Nietzsche Aferji. Amun-Rayay. Asa. I love you all.
That's right.
And love is the key.